Welcome to the A Modern Guide to Public Relations video series. Okay, I finally memorized the title of my book. Yay, me. Okay, so in video 5, which was the last video we did, we talked about the press release. And it was just more of an introduction and a little bit about why to use a press release rather than a better way of getting press. And it's just, again, like kind of the basic boring reasons. So check out number 5. And so right now I'm just going to quickly cover better ways of operating than just press releases. But just to be clear, oftentimes you do both. Sometimes you still want the press release for various reasons. Your client wants it, your boss wants it, you have a public company, and so you still have to do a press release to announce big things, and that has to actually go out on the wire so that it's available to the public. And we'll talk about all that. But so what you do instead of a press release for the bigger stories, like feature stories that you want to land, you do a short email pitch. And soon we will talk about what to put in the pitch. Phone calls. I mean, typically you will send an email pitch first and then do a call. And then typically after the call, you send the pitch again because everything does have to be in writing now. So they'll just ask for you to send it in writing anyways. And so it's a lot easier to just kind of write it out ahead of time and send it or call before, after you write it out so that you're organized. And anyway, these email pitches, they're really short. You should never do long ones, but we can talk about that soon. Coffee dates, lunches, and happy hours, either with or without your client or boss. Sometimes it's better to do it without if you are kind of communicating on a one-on-one level, like if that person seems to be like that they would be your friend. Sometimes the boss or the client can help a little too much, but oftentimes the things I've done typically do involve the client because it's more of just a desk side, like a sit down with the client, just to kind of get to know you. And a lot of times those don't result in stories, but it's more about here we are just in case you need anything. And then it's kind of like a long relationships made, and then stories do result eventually. Blog posts, that's another way to do PR. And we're going to talk about that. But my phrase I always say is blog posts are the new press release. So just chew on that for a minute. Social media campaigns geared to your key media audience. I wrote about this in the book. I'm still not so sure about it. I'll tell you about it. It's like a tricky way to do PR, and we're not very tricky. I don't think good PR people are. And then op-eds and bylined articles. That's how you can get press. So that is when your client, when you write an article on behalf of your client's name, and then you get that placed. So we'll talk about all that later.